good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Strategy. What is your strategy? What are you going to do? How are you going to map it out? What is it going to take? Everything that you are trying to do or trying to accomplish requires some form of strategy. We either need to strategize more or strategize better. Every single thing requires some kind of strategy. You need strategy to figure out how you're going to win the game, whatever game you're playing. You need strategy to figure out how you're going to climb up to a different position in whatever corporation or business that you're in. You need strategy to figure out how you're going to live. You need strategy to figure out how you're going to fix your credit. You need strategy to figure out how you're going to manage your household in order to reap the maximum amount of benefits. You need strategy. You have to strategize. When you're doing things in your community, you want to protest, you need strategy. How are you going to do this? What is it going to take? What all is needed? Everything requires strategy. The problem with us is some of us don't strategize enough. What I mean by enough is we'll only go a couple steps ahead instead of going the necessary amount of steps ahead that's needed. Now, most of us like power. We love power. But one of the things about Ghost is a strategist. And you can tell. He plans things out. He maps it out. It's not just one step, not just two steps. It's all these steps ahead. You know what I'm saying? That is how you have to be when it comes to whatever level of success you are trying to achieve, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, the steps that are needed. You need to strategize, not just one step ahead, not just two steps ahead. If you're a person that loves billiards, the game of pool is strategy. You don't need to just knock that ball in. You need to set up the next shot so it can set up the next shot. It's strategy. You know what I mean? You like sports? Sports is strategy. Especially if you're a coach, you got to map this out of what's going to give yourself the better offense to create a defense. You know what I mean? That you can't work around. How am I going to set up this defense so this offense cannot score or cannot get to the basket? Same thing with football or hockey or soccer or whatever. It's all about strategy. How are you going to make this happen? Strategy is a requirement. It is a necessary requirement that is needed for anything you are trying to accomplish. Do you understand? Some of us need to strategize better. We're not going all the way as far as the steps that are needed. We're only half-assing it. We're only doing things so much because we feel like, oh, that'll be enough. No, you don't want things to just be enough. Sometimes good enough just isn't good enough. You understand? People that are master strategists know that good enough isn't good enough. You want the maximum amount. You want the greatest amount. Good enough is only second to great. You understand? Strategy. How are you going to do it? For those of you trying to fix your credit, take strategy. How are you going to do this? How are you going to stop this habit, stop spending money there to save this amount of money so that you can fix this credit? You understand? How are you going to save money between going out and going to eat and all this other things so that you can save money so that you have enough money to go buy this or go purchase that or finally invest in this? Do you understand? You need to become a master strategist. Master strategists are key when it comes to time. They know how to use their time. That is what you have to do. Be strategic in whatever it is you are trying to accomplish. The way you do that first is by mapping out how much time it is needed to do X, Y, and Z. Strategize. Figure it out. How are you going to do this? Because if you don't, you'll be stuck trying to figure it out for the rest of your life. Why didn't this work? How come I can't get this to work? How come everybody's so farther ahead than me? You have to strategize. Longer and better. Because strategizing just so you can do this, so it's good enough, sometimes just isn't good enough. Don't go 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. Go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps ahead. You understand? It's all about strategy. How are you gonna do this? How are you gonna make this happen? Where are you gonna live? Who are you gonna be with? Etc., etc. Strategize. Take this with you. Think about it all day today, tomorrow, whenever. Pass it along to somebody that you know probably needs to hear it. Take time out and strategize. If it's not working, then re-strategize. Whatever is necessary. so that you can get the maximum amount out of whatever it is you are striving for, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, whatever level of success you are trying to get to. Follow the necessary steps by mapping out all of the steps necessary. Got it? Become a master strategist. That's how you be dope. It's Motivation Monday. Peace.